Which, what do I clarify it with? Mm. Tell me about that. Are you having a hard time remembering your dreams? You feel like maybe there's something that's blocking in some way? Hmm. There could be something that you're eating or drinking. It's if you're not clear in your energy. I don't know how this. I don't remember mine either. But it could have a lot to do with some type of attack, whether it's radiation, EMFs, voodoo, black magic. Who, if these people who are doing this shit, if you're very psychically, is that a word? Psychically inclined, it is today. People are damn near hurting themselves. If this was some type of ritual or black magic that went back to attack your telepathy, your gifts, your ability to interpret dreams. Did you feel something in your elbow? Okay, that's what, if they could have been attacking your funny bone. Do you know what I picked up on a while? I'm not sure if I said this publicly. I heard telepathically, this is a while ago. Well, I woke up and my funny bone felt like somebody was hitting it with a hammer. And then I heard someone say a conversation where they went, yo, can you believe how stupid these people are? They actually attacked her funny bone. And I'm not sure how. It could have been virtual reality. It could have been setting up a doll. But I don't know how the hell they do this shit. I don't really give a shit. I really don't. But it hurt as if I knocked it on something. I don't remember if I did. And then I would push on it or go like this. And it would, that tickle. That they thought they were trying to get me. They didn't like the fact that I laughed and joked. I guess all of the attacks for me, it didn't work. So they figured, let me attack her funny bone. This is how uneducated people are. Therefore, I can't be funny. My sense of humor goes, right? It is. It's sad. I heard that, Parker. It's really sad. Just so you don't get, I don't know if you're the one they did it to, or if you were the one that actually said, doesn't the funny bone though for your sense of humor? On an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. You did voodoo or some type of slander. Could have been that. This slander could be coming back as, how would this come back with the arm sling? They have their arm in a lot of shit. They have their hands in a lot of shit. Always reaching out, taking but not giving. Could have came back as some type of injury to their arm or their hand. Yeah, this could be a Virgo. You could be a Virgo, or you're just someone that minds your business. This is me. I stay to myself. Happy-go-lucky. They target women like you. And every time you move, they come with you. Did you move or move to a different hotel? Or I'm a nomad because of this, is what I just heard. And they show up everywhere. How is this happening? It may not necessarily, when it happens like this, I think you just are someone that stands out in every area you wind up in. This doesn't feel like something bigger. Crack attack. Oh. Well, you get people on crack and this meth and this new shit, and they engage in conversation with others who do this. Usually when they're on that path, at a certain extent, they're way beyond broken and they like to see other people hurt. It makes them feel like less of a failure. This has a lot to do with the fact that you won't mess with any kind of men who are like this anymore. Yeah, don't go there. I'm tired of talking about that. Come on. I feel very agitated today. This could be the side effects of the sun yesterday. I wasn't even outside. I downloaded one of those radiation reader apps, and I know that they're not, right? But it actually said that there was a dangerous amount. It was 2339 or 2449. Is that units? At the window. And I just held it up at the window. It could be something like that where you feel lethargic, headache, a little nauseous. I'm apprehensive on removing it. I put the radiation removal frequency on, and I have to be honest, I didn't feel any different. I don't feel different. I held it up to my body and it went off. When I had it on the sink in the bathroom, it was fine. And when I brought it close to me, maybe it's better for us to just be radioactive. I feel that there are people like me that go back and forth with this. My hair doesn't fall out any more than it did my whole life. I don't look sick. I know people wanted to make me out to be like that with different filters and things. I look the healthiest I've looked in a while, naturally. All the squirrels in the neighborhood tell me that you have the best nuts. Who's this? All these squirrels. Tell me about they have the best nuts. You could be an earth sign. There's heavy earth here. You eat a lot of fruit and cheese and nuts. Charcuterie board is your favorite. Did they edit even balls on you? I don't know why I just thought that, but I'm just going with it because it's in my mind. This past moon could be exposing a lot of shit. And I don't know how much conversation or how much interaction that you have with others. So I'm just going to say what I see. There were people who were kind of put off. The distance was too far from where they were watching. The further you are away from whatever this target is, this person who was targeted, the less you can see things clearly. So there could have been people who they put just enough distance between you and them. They could have been some people that did this shit. You may have moved and they can't get close to you now. Did you say that was going to happen? I don't know if you're a reader or you have a channel, but you said something like, what are you going to do when I move? And you can't go where I moved to. You moved from a iffy neighborhood to another iffy neighborhood 3 times. Iffy neighborhood to now more of a suburban. It feels like a cross between city and suburbs. They're trying to follow you there. You hater made. You want to hate them all. Hater bait. Is that what you are? Is this everywhere that you go? Everywhere I go, they invade my privacy. You don't even call it targeting. This is just your life. I don't feel victimized. I look at it like this. I stick out like a sore thumb. In this sense, it's a great thing. Real. This could be reality too. REALI is here. Nope, it's not. You ever see anything like this? Are you just in disbelief? I feel every time that I move somewhere else, I'm going to have some sense of peace. And you do for a little bit. What can you do different? It's something you're giving off. It's purity. But even when you mind your business and stay to yourself, do they just target people who mind their business? You're trying to figure out, what is it about me? Because it's everywhere I wind up, but it's a different type of attack. Lion. Real lion. Wolverine. Do you own And then there's SIA. That came out earlier where somebody named Saya or Saya, I guess it is. They went on a date. Or someone went on a date with them. And it was awkward, or it just didn't turn out the way that they thought. It wasn't anything horrible. It's just weird that name's coming up again. It's confusing because you're a real you're real. I thought that's what people would like. Real. I can tell when I move into these neighborhoods that they need some, how do I say this without sounding vain? That they need someone like me in this area. You want to be the influence. I want to be that prototype, but they don't even give me a chance. Sexy dancing girl. Are you a dancer too? There's a woman here who dances, but you don't spend time with dancers. You're just different. You could be put in it. You have been put in your life in situations just like others. It almost feels like you were used by the universe to, at first you thought that you were being used to attract enemies. Like, am I being punished for something? Did I do something horrible in a past life? I know I didn't do it in this life, not that I know of. But you won't even spend time with these other women that you work with. You become a target depending on how they view themselves. Now, if you were, let's say you were dancing at a place that was more upscale, and the women were making amazing money, and they were more beautiful, refined, and put together, confidence. Do you think it would be different? They don't like the fact that you live a healthy lifestyle. What is this here? It is every time I talk about this, I think it's going to be the same message as one I gave before about feeling out of place, feeling like the world can't stand you. But then when these people need something, or someone loyal, you need a ride, you need more coffee, you need sugar, you need this. That's when you see the kindness in them. Guidance. It does. It sucks for those of us who actually just want to be, I wouldn't say guides. I can't stand that word. Just good. I want to be a decent friend to someone. You wind up being the people who are by yourself at a certain point in life because not many people appreciated the friendship that you gave. They only recognize it when it's gone. It's becoming a recurring theme. Unsexy. I also believe that you can't figure out why there are certain men you're straight. Yeah, for right now I heard. I just can't believe that this seems like these are what the men want. And what that tells me is that these men feel insecure about themselves. It's the same thing. It's a constant. They now feel, look at them as the woman too. Because it's the same shit with insecurity. They make me look better when we're in public until it gets to the point where that girl is overwhelmingly embarrassing and ruins their reputation. That's a lesson. They're the lesson for them. That's how it goes. Is this even the police? Like, I never do anything to the cops. I don't even want to go drive. This is what I'm feeling. I don't want to drive. I'm afraid to take anything off of someone that you're going to be set up. It's yeah. Magnetic. They put that on there a lot too. Is this just that your energy, your personality is magnetic and addicting? All right. I think it's the way you walk and the way you move too, because I don't feel a lot of speaking. So it could just be the way, maybe, let's say when you moved, you carried a lot of your furniture, you handled a lot of shit on your own. It's not because you were trying to one-up people or say, look at me. It's because you are someone that just moves alone. It's not even because you choose to. This is me. Why are you judging me for this? Why am I being targeted or attacked or just too much negative attention on me? Because I don't, one of these other chicks, if they were in your situation, they would be flopping on the ground. You know what I mean? Yelling, screaming, making enemies the second they taken out on the new neighbors what they just went through. I don't want to be like that. I don't want to conform to that. So what is this now? For the rest of my life, I just wind up being a perceived outcast because I don't want to attract that shit to myself. I believe that you prefer to be alone, though. That's your decision. Do you feel like there are people who feel entitled to tell you whether you get your own personal time or not? Lied about what I did for a living to get laid. I don't think you lie. You could be the only one. You could be the only one that had a conversation of all of these people that whether they sell drugs or whether they strip or they're a prostitute. And I feel like you're the only one that was honest about how you get your money. They'll use that against you. It'll be the same motherfuckers that sit there and gossip about you, and you find out that not only you're stripping or dancing. This could even be a different type of dancing. When I said dancing, let's be clear. I didn't mean stripping. You could have either done that or you have a respect for it. This is a professional dancer I'm talking about. But you'll find out that they've done some pretty screwed up shit. Lied about what I did just to get laid to the community. I think they lied about what you did to make you look. There's a man who was looking at you and looking at someone else. And I think that whoever this chick is, she rallied up some people in the neighborhood. She probably has something that they need, or she gives fellatio, or she hands out free pills or weed or something. People, you would be surprised at how easily people can be bought and for how cheap. So then here, I lied about what they did. What they could have possibly said that they did what you do. And now this shit will catch up with them. They'll take on your identity and your personality, and they'll try to keep this guy away from you in any way possible. See, this consumes that person eventually. That's what happened. Homemade tapes. What did they say? When you go for walks, you walk a dog, you're very aware. You pay attention to what is going on around you. And I feel like you get constant people they're either whistling at you or you're getting side-eyed. I can't even take a walk. This is what I'm feeling. It's horrible for you. How old are you? 40? 42? I feel like I'm living the life of an 80-year-old already. When did it get so bad? Was it always like this? Now that you're aware, there's a part of you that would almost rather go back to not knowing that the world was like this. Can I go in the middle? That's what I feel. Half in, right? Now, if you're a man and you're this type of Queen of Pentacles, you would be someone that's independent with your money. Also, you could be a business owner. It's more of a private business, I feel, with you. Whatever that is, I'm not going to get into it. HN, Nathan, Hannah T. Oh my, did they call you hun? Do you get agitated when you hear hun? Hey, hun. You can tell even when the neighbors say hello to you that it's killing them. It's forced. Most of them don't even look at you. L.A. Nalia? Hal. Is there a H-A-L? A Hal? Hi, Hal. Square. They think that you're a square. And M-I. All right, we'll do that. I feel so agitated today. Like I'm on the verge of tears, and now I'll have people come here and try and attack me for it. That's not what I mean. I don't mean I'm almost there. If I get upset or angry, it's because I'm upset or angry. It has nothing to do with somebody gang stalking me. But this is what I'm picking up on who I'm reading on, where I don't feel like I want to be here anymore. What is this life for? The thing is, your adversaries, they get hard-ons and their shit gets wet with that if there are any real women in this group, right? But when you're gone, they can't see. This is what happens when you experience shit like this. They can't stand that you exist. And when they get addicted to doing this to you, and say you go away for a few days, or you're somewhere where they don't have access to you, they start biting their nails and twitching and shit. This is actually an addiction, just like fentanyl and sex and gambling. You are their addiction. They're fans of yours, although they hate to admit it. It's easier for them to say that they stalk you. I don't even hear gang stalk anymore, but I heard someone say telepathically about a half hour ago, do you know what I heard? Someone woke up and I paid attention to what their thoughts were for once. And I heard time to go or time to go stalk Philly. What happens? For those of you who feel this, what happens when you're gone and your area? Because they will move, and at some point, if the government's involved, they will move them for you in some way. There'll be somebody connect. They're followers of yours. That they're following you. They don't like that, so they'll put their own words on it. How you treat people matters. Is that what this is? Hella laughing my ass off. Do they laugh at you too? Or is this a kid in school? That is. Ding, ding, ding. There's no difference between what they do to you and what kids do to a child in school. It's the same behavior, except they don't get punished the way that they do in school. This is when you just have to leave shit up to the universe, and the universe will recruit some enemies of them. They could even be enemies of yours, but these people usually get under the skin of certain people so fucking bad that they wind up meeting their fate in some way. Let me find out. Tell me what's up and what's going to happen in the future with this particular situation. Wolf? Are you really the wolf in sheep's clothing? There's a different type of wolf in sheep's clothing, right? They could think that because you're by yourself that you're weak. They see you as prey when you're really a predator. There's a woman here who's actually, are you a hit woman? Or you can fight physically or something. You would never know what this particular skill is of yours because of the way you portray yourself, and you're so quiet and reserved and isolated. But you learn with the hermit. I feel like you learn a lot about shit, history. You like to feed your soul and your brain. They think that makes you a geek. But these will be the same people that can't spell a 3-letter word. Consequence. But you know what I felt first with the engineer was building. If this is they're showing me a high-rise apartment building. This building is going to wind up collapsing. You're going to be moving from there. Tell me about this building. Yep, look, it's going to wind up falling and you're going to move away. See, you're moving away from all of this shit. And I feel like this is a type of toxic karmic male. Doesn't matter if they're women or men. They have no idea that this is coming for you. I think you don't even know that this is coming for you. But wherever you're going, it's going to be more peaceful and calm. You're going to be able to get some sleep. I don't feel like you're going to have a problem with the police department there. And this community, these people in this community of yours that have all this darkness on them, they're going to wind up, that's not the only thing they're going to have on them. They're going to have concrete and steel and rebar and all kinds of other shit. So let this shit fall. Just stay to yourself, mind your business, right? We don't wish bad on them, unless sometimes I've wished bad on people who deserve it though. A hole? Is there a hole forming underneath? Are you living in a building where you feel something's happening vibration-wise, and you may have people that are adding to it with devices and all kinds of shit? It could be a combination of both, where you feel there may be something underneath the building too. If for some of you, you could think that you're being attacked, but it's something under the building or with the building that's moving because it hasn't been serviced properly in a long time. But the outcome is going to be the same. You still got bullied or targeted or just made to be harassed and abuse. Harassment and abuse. It feels like soon after you leave this building, the only reason, I'm going to end it at this, the only reason that this place is still standing the way it is because you and some other decent people are still in the building. When you all leave, and I don't believe it's going to be at once unless you're friends or you got real close and you're moving in together. For some situation it is. There's 3 or 4 of you that decided to leave this place and get a place. Even if we have to be crowded for a little bit, it's better than this right now. But this shit is going to collapse on top of people. And that's going to be... clearly they're not going to get the message then, though. You have a motherfucker crawling out of the rubble and shit with an electronic harassment device trying to figure out where the hell you went to. Love you.